I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We hear it all the time, right? But do we actually stop to think about what it really means? Because there are some people who hear this verse and think that it means if I follow God, then everything's going to be easy or I'll always win. But that's not actually what this verse is saying. This verse came from the epistle to the Philippians, chapter 4, where Paul the apostle is talking about suffering, hunger, hardships, waiting, loss, and still having peace in God. So when Paul says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, he's not saying I could avoid storms. He's saying that with Jesus, I can get through them. And that changes everything. It means that when life gets heavy, that you don't have to carry it alone. It means that when your mind is tired, God gives strength that your body doesn't have. And that when your heart is breaking, he gives peace that doesn't even make sense. Or when you feel like giving up, he keeps you standing one more day. And sometimes we quote this verse like it's motivation, but really it's surrender. And it's realizing that I was never supposed to do this life alone in my own strength. And because if we're honest, life moves really quickly. Bills pile up, people disappoint us, trauma changes us. We get overwhelmed, distracted, exhausted, and in the middle of the storm, it becomes hard to remember that God is even there. And that's why this verse matters so much, because it reminds us that our strength was never meant to come from ourselves, not from money, not from relationships, not from how strong we look to other people. Real strength comes from knowing that even when I'm weak, God is not. And maybe that's where you are right now today. You're tired and you're trying to hold everything together yourself. You've been surviving and not living, but God never asked you to carry the world on your shoulders. If anything, that is his job. He said, "Come to me." Not when you're perfect, not when you have it all figured out, but right now in the middle of the storm. Because I can do all things through Christ doesn't mean that I'll never cry. It means I won't drown. It means that this pain won't destroy me. It means that even here, God is still strengthening me. And sometimes his strength doesn't look loud. Sometimes his strength looks like getting out of bed one more day, or praying when you don't feel anything, or choosing not to quit, or still loving people after being hurt, or trusting God when life makes no sense. That is strength. And maybe today, instead of trying to be strong on your own, you just need to say, Jesus, I know your strength, or I need your strength because mine is running out. And watch what happens when you stop caring